Welcome back to Recap. We're back at it again, and we are finally here where I'm finally doing my favorite song of all time. And I guess I wish I had a drum roll, but it is called Rattlesnake Shake. Okay, so we're finally here. This is my favorite song of all time, and I am fully aware that most people, most Aerosmith fans will say that I'm dead wrong. Am fully aware that some people who even just like Aerosmith or have heard the song say it's not the right version of the song that I prefer, or they will say if they know it or not, it's just not a very it's not their type of a song that they would be considered even a good song. For me, it's my favorite song of all time. So I know my opinions differ from a lot of people's. Anyway, so Rattlesnake Shake was written by Peter Green. That was the hint. Peter Green wrote it for Fleetwood Mac. They did it first. I'm going to play a few bars of the Fleetwood Mac song first so you can hear how it sounded when they first recorded it. Here we go.
Baby, if you got the rock, I got to be a rocking horse. Baby, think you like the road and make me a digging hole.
All right, so there you have it. That is Peter Green's Fleetwood Mac doing Rattlesnake Shake. That was when it was originally recorded. By no means am I saying I don't like that song. I actually really, really like that song. I love that version. That's a great version. I'm not one of these people though, that immediately when someone does a cover of another song, they immediately just dismiss it or say the original's always better. It's like a blanket statement, and it's just simply not true. Or for me, it's not. Like I can say too for like Aerosmith, Run DMC when they collabed with Aerosmith and did Walk This Way. I think that song is 10 times better than the original Walk This Way, all day, every day, no doubt about it. So I don't care about covers in terms of just dismissing the cover because it's not the original. You got to give credit to the person who wrote it. You got to give credit to the original, no doubt about it. But if it's better, it's better. It's the same thing with a song called Train Kept the Rollin'. Aerosmith made it their own, and that's another thing too. You got to kind of make it your own. But if you make it your own and it works, great. They made Train Kept the Rollin' their own, and that's an old blues song. They played it not every show, but most shows for 50 years almost, and that's a staple, and it's a great song. Many people don't even realize that it's a cover. They think it's theirs. Same thing with Baby Please Don't Go. They did that. Same thing here. So here there was a box set. A Pandora's Box was the name of the box set that Aerosmith put out in, I believe, late 90s, mid to late 90s. And in this box set, they had Rattlesnake Shake. I'm going to play another snippet, about 20 seconds or so of that one as well, just to hear, so you can hear the differences, and then we'll get into the actual version that I think is the best. So here's Aerosmith's version of Rattlesnake Shake from their box set. I'm going to move it in a little bit so you don't hear the same part. It'll be more towards the middle of the song. Again, just 20 seconds, just so you can get a little taste of it. Here we go. Okay, so that was Aerosmith from I believe the late 70s. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. I apologize for that. I could look it up, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, that was their version of Rattlesnake Shake up until that point. And it was pretty good, and I liked it. I liked the Peter Green version as well. Thought they were both pretty good. The endings were pretty good, pretty decent. But then in 2002, they recorded this album called Rockin' the Joint. And it's a live album, live from Vegas, the Hard Rock Hotel. They recorded it in 2002. They didn't release. There was a CD was released in 2005. The disc was released in 2005. Anyway, this was the time, in my opinion, they were playing the best they ever played in their entire career. I know people love the 70s, and I know people love early Aerosmith or whatever, but sound quality matters, okay? And I think they were so drugged up and stuff. There's a live album called Live Bootleg. People love it. It is garbage sounding. It sounds terrible. And Steven Tyler sounds terrible because they're so messed up on drugs. And even the band themselves have said their early concerts pale in comparison to their later concerts. And this, again, was in the late 90s when they said this. Because they were all screwed up on drugs. It was really bad. If you go really early to when they first started, they weren't quite on drugs yet. They were on fire pretty much. But once they hit like 75, 76, 77 in that area, everything fell apart for them on stage. I mean, they canceled shows. Steven was falling around. He fell off the stage a couple times. Just a complete disaster, really. But then they got clean, obviously, and they got their groove back a little bit. And then for whatever reason, from about, I'd say like 97, 98 to about 2007 or 8, about that 10-year stretch, they were on fire playing. They were excellent. They were unbelievable. I saw them a bunch of times in the 90s. I saw them a bunch of times at this time as well, and I can tell the difference. They were just better. So anyway, I know this is a long intro. I apologize. So anyway, so then they started this. They did this album, and they did this song. The song, they liked the song so much, they actually made the outro of this song, which is the best part of the song and my favorite part of the song. The last like 2.5 minutes is amazing. They made that outro actually an outro for another song of theirs, a studio song called "Rats in the Cellar" on Rocks. That outro is actually the same outro as "Rattlesnake Shake." It's in the studio though, and this version is even better. So again, this is Rockin' the Joint. People dismiss it. It's a later Aerosmith live album. They don't like it, especially Aerosmith fans. They all like their old classics live and live bootleg. I'll take this all day, every day. So again, it's got everything. It's got Steven, obviously. It's got Joe singing a little bit. Not really technically like a guitar solo where everybody kind of just slows down. The guitar just shines and has a solo and then everybody picks it back up. The song is going pretty good, and there's a high tempo, and it's loud, and the bass and drums are still going, but their solos are in there. And the funny thing, too, is I love Steven Tyler. I love all his screams and everything that he does. This song really isn't about him. It doesn't really feature him that much. He's done singing less than halfway through the song. The song's not even halfway over, and he says the last word he says. The rest of it is just the band. Sounds unbelievable, though. Crisp, clean. Again, another quality thing. I'm sorry. I apologize. Early recordings in the 70s, 60s, 70s, 80s, they simply, they don't have the technology. They don't sound as good. They don't. This sounds excellent. So you put all that together, and again, this ending, unbelievable. I will pause it during the song. I, again, apologize that this is so long of an intro. Let's finally get to Rockin' the Joint. There's no video. It's just the audio. Sorry, there is no video. Rockin' the Joint. Aerosmith, Rattlesnake Shake. Let's finally do this.
Well, if you wanna rock, I got to be a rockin' rose. Well, if you wanna roll, honey, I can roll you right out the door. We'll shake the world. It's time to crash. Yeah, but when I get home tonight, I guess I got to shake myself. Now listen, you need some loving. Well, you must have the blues. You living for one reason and one reason alone, and it's a good thing to do. You do the shake, yeah, rattlesnake shake. You do the shake, yes, and jerk away them blues. Show 'em how.
Steve. You never know what he's going on up his sleeve. He's got the shake, the rattlesnake shake. He does the shake and jerk away them blues.
Okay, real quick, I just want to let you know, I didn't say what the song meaning is. It's basically about self-abuse. I think that, I'm going to look it up again because it's been a long, long time. I think the shake from the Rattlesnake Shake that they're talking about is like shaking from like withdrawals. I think that's what that means. But also definitely about self-abuse for sure. I know that without a doubt. Also, it's been a long time since I listened to this in like really quality good headsets and really kind of blasting it, and it's just as good as I remember, if not even better. I promise you though, it's gonna pick up. This is just the start. It's going to pick up. It has a slowdown part. It builds up to a huge crescendo. The ending is worth it. I promise you. Let's get back to it.
That's Brad Whitford. Here we go. Bass. So much going on.
Okay, I've said a few times before on this channel that I like it when a band can bring a song kind of like down and then build it back up to a huge crescendo, and that's exactly what happens here. Whenever I say that, I'm always referring in the back of my mind to this song because this song does it so great. They're about to go bring it down now. It's about to break down a little bit, and then forget about it. It's going to come back up. The harmonicas are coming in now, the maracas, and again the band is just on fire. Pay attention to the end. I'm telling you, the guitars, just pay attention to the end. The last 2 minutes or so, basically from here to the end of the song, just pay really, really close attention. Close your eyes, listen to it, blast it. It's better. The louder you play it, the better it's going to sound. Let's back to it.
Turn off the lights.
harmonica. Oh my God. What? Oh! My God. Holy crap.
There you have it, Rattlesnake Shake by Aerosmith. Rocking the Joint from 2002, recorded in 2002, released in 2005. That is my favorite song of all time. You knew that it was different, right? Because there's other versions of this song, obviously by Peter Green and Fleetwood Mac. Aerosmith put out a version of the song, put the song out a while back, many years ago. They do it live, and you can go on YouTube and find it live. It's pretty good. I actually saw the song live. I was all excited. It's still, for whatever reason, I'm not sure, it's not quite as good as this one. There's always a little something that's like missing a little bit in any other performance I've heard other than this one specific performance. And that's why it's my favorite song of all time, because this song hits me different. It takes me to a different place. Like it takes me out of my seat almost. You saw me. The reaction that I had in there was not like me playing it up for the camera. That's how I react every time I hear this song. That's why it's my favorite song of all time. It still does that to me. No other song that I've ever heard or has ever done that to me. That's why it's my favorite song. And you knew that this was a special version or something was a little different, because at the end, Steven Tyler, you can hear him right after they stop and the crowd's just cheering. He goes, "Woo!" Like, wow, like he himself knew that they just nailed it, and it was different, and it was better than usual, and it was. So, I also found out that the song is a little bit of a node to masturbation, originally from Fleetwood Mac. That's what Peter Green said, which is kind of funny. It's kind of like a tongue-in-cheek thing, but every time Steven Tyler ever did it in Aerosmith, he always introed it by saying, "This is a song about self-abuse." So, whatever. Either way, it doesn't matter to me. I love the song. I hope you liked it. Yeah, that's going to do it. I really don't have much else to say. I thank you so much for sticking with me. I know it was a long one. I know I go on and on. I try to make this a little bit different of a video because I wanted it to be kind of special. This is my favorite song of all time. I hope you stuck with me. Please make sure, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Tell your friends. Say, hey, this channel's out there. They're doing all kinds of rock and roll and hard rock and blues and metal. And just, yeah, get the word out because I'm really having a good time. I hope you are too. And until then, I will see you later.